For anyone who's watched my channel in the last year or so, you may have noticed that I've posted some videos about anxiety disorder, and how it's affected me, things that I have done to help, just shit like that. I've posted a few videos talking about it. I do want to talk, or I actually want to post more videos related to that topic, because I feel like I can talk about it quite a bit, and just my experience with it and how I've been able to cope, and just some of the shitty experiences I've had but have been able to get through. That'll be for another time, but I just kind of wanted to announce that. In this video, I do want to talk about some books that I've come across recently that have actually helped me a little bit. And I'm going to go over how you can obtain each of these books for free. No bullshit. I'm not trying to fucking scam anyone here. They are going to be legitimately free, and I'll show you how to go about getting them. And for a few of these books, I'll actually have links in the description for them, so don't worry about listening to this video all the way through if you don't want to. I totally get it. But the first book I want to talk about is At Last a Life. I believe it's by Paul David. You can actually get this book for free through a LinkedIn link. It's through LinkedIn, and then the guy on there actually has a link going to a PDF file through MediaFire. I will say right now I'd recommend downloading that book probably through your mobile phone, just so like you're not sitting there getting a bunch of fucking malware and viruses on your desktop, and then you have pop-ups for local hot moms looking for young studs in your area. Click the link. Just don't want any of that shit happening, because it is, at least to me, kind of a sketchy website. I haven't had any issues. I haven't had any problems. That's where I got it from. And it was 100% free. The book itself, I think, is around like 150 pages roughly, but it does describe anxiety disorder very, very well. I can relate to it quite a bit, and it is a good read. I would highly recommend it for anyone suffering through anxiety, because yeah, it's sectioned off pretty well, and he does do a fantastic job talking about it, and I can totally relate to it. That's like the most important thing to me, or that's the biggest thing for me, is how much I can actually relate to what the author is talking about, because I really do feel like, oh, I can relate to this guy, so maybe if I do what he does, I can recover. So he does an excellent job explaining it. I highly recommend downloading it and checking it out. It's not an audiobook. It's just an ebook, again, about 150 pages, but I feel like most of you guys will probably just fly through it like I did. It didn't take long for me to read it all. These next couple books are Hope and Help for Your Nerves, and then Pass Through Panic by Dr. Claire Weeks. These books are also very well done, and I can definitely relate to them. She does a fantastic job explaining the sensations of panic and how to go through them. Simply put, she basically just talks about acceptance and just kind of riding that wave of panic. I struggle my ass off doing this. I am so fucking fearful of panic attacks. I just haven't been able to work up the courage to do it. So I'm still working on it. I'm definitely trying to work through that, but she does explain it very well. Each of those books you can actually find on YouTube, and again, I'll provide the links for them. I believe Hope and Help for Your Nerves, there's 10 minutes cut out from it for some reason. So it's not the entire audiobook. It's just missing 10 minutes, so I don't think you're missing out on a ton there, but it's basically the entire audiobook. And then Pass Through Panic, the entire audiobook is on YouTube, so that's really helpful. You don't have to worry about buying that or purchasing that at all. Hopefully it doesn't get taken down. And then the last two books are actually Freedom from Nervous Suffering, also by Claire Weeks, and then D.A.R.E. by Barry McDonough. The way I would recommend getting them for free is if you have a Amazon Prime account. You can sign up for Audible. I believe they have a free trial of their Plus membership or whatever. I think it's like 30 days, but it will give you 2 free tokens. Now, this was a couple months ago that I did this, and they had a free trial. They gave me 2 free tokens for 2 free books, and I would recommend using those tokens on those books if you can. I think if you just sign up for Audible itself without the Prime membership, I think it gives you 1 free token, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I would just use one of those tokens on one of these books. But if you can get 2 tokens, I would use it on D.A.R.E. and Freedom from Nervous Suffering, because you can get those for free, and those are excellent books, excellent audiobooks to listen to. I've listened to all these audiobooks while driving, because I do have driving anxiety, so it does kind of help with that. Just kind of having that playing in the background, listening to it while driving, it does help me out. But yeah, the D.A.R.E. book is like 6.5 hours long. the audiobook is. So that's a very, very lengthy listen. He does a really good job going in depth on everything. And Freedom from Nervous Suffering does as well. I would say Freedom from Nervous Suffering isn't quite as good as Pass Through Panic or Hope and Help for Your Nerves, but it still is a good listen. I would recommend it. All three of those books from Claire Weeks are about a little over an hour. I think Hope and Help for Your Nerves is the longest one at just under 2 hours. Or sorry, no, I believe it's Pass Through Panic. Fuck, I'm already forgetting which one. But none of those books are longer than 2 hours. D.A.R.E. by Barry McDonough is by far the longest. It's longer than all three of those combined. It's a fucking marathon of a book. But again, I highly recommend it. It's great to listen to, and I think it can really help some people out, or at least like make people aware of what they are going through. If they are brand new to having panic attacks or panic disorder or just anxiety, I think that can really help them out. So yeah, sorry for the rambling. I just wanted to make this video. I'm trying to do this shit all in one take. So sorry that I'm fucking fumbling and bumbling my words here and sounding like a dumbass. But yeah, I just want to make this video to point out these 5 books because they have helped me a little bit. They're not a cure-all, or at least for me, they're not a cure-all. You have to put in the work and actually do the shit that they say. It's very fucking hard. Hopefully I can do it one day and work up the courage to kind of face that shit. But yeah, I just wanted to point out these books to people just because you can get them for free for the most part. The only 2 that you possibly can't are the Audible ones. But again, I will have the link for those other 3 for sure in my YouTube description. And if you guys have any questions on anything about it, I'd be more than happy to answer them. I want to make more videos talking about anxiety disorder just because it is something that I've battled for a long portion of my life, and I really, really hope that one day I can fully recover and hopefully help others recover as well, because it's nothing that I would wish on anyone. It really fucking sucks. Yeah, it's been such a huge burden to my life, and I really, really hope that one day I can overcome it. But yeah, enough of my fucking rambling. That's really about it. And hopefully I'll have some more videos on this topic later on. All right, take it easy, everyone.